Hey coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to Old Charles. Today we're diving into the 1974 Kennedy half dollar, one of the most frequently asked about coins from collectors. Whether you've got a coin stashed away or just stumbled upon one, we're uncovering its true value today. Visuals: side-by-side shots of Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mint coins. Narration first, a little background. The 1974 Kennedy half was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, proof only. These coins are copper-nickel clad, not silver, because by the early 1970s the mint had shifted away from silver due to cost. It weighs about 11.34 grams and is 30.6 millimeters in diameter. Asterisk: if your coin has seen some use, baggy and worn, it's typically only worth its face value, 50 cents. Asterisk: even in better shape, uncirculated specimens usually go for just $1 to a few dollars. Asterisk: now, if your coin is in mint state, that means no wear, it's worth more. Values vary depending on mint mark and grade. For Philadelphia, no mint mark, MS-65 coins are often in the $10, $20 range, with MS-66 grading around $65, and extraordinarily rare MS-67 pieces reaching up to $3, $2.90. Asterisk: Denver minted, D, coins in MS-65 go for $60, MS-66 around $75, and MS-67 between $200 and $300. Asterisk: San Francisco Mint produced proof coins, super polished and high quality. In PR-65, these may fetch around $5, $6. But the really special ones, deep cameo proofs graded PR-70 DCAM, have sold for nearly $8,000. Errors can also bump value significantly. A double die obverse, DDO, in MS-63 might be worth $40, MS-65 about $200, and MS-66 up to $450. Other rare errors, off-center strikes, clashed dies, broad strikes, can range anywhere from $20 to several $100s, depending on severity. Asterisk: to summarize, use your coin's condition and type to estimate value. Most circulated coins equal face value. Uncirculated MS coins can reach hundreds or thousands if graded. Proofs and errors can skyrocket even more. We're talking about the 1974 Kennedy half dollar, a coin that might just be hiding in your change jar or coin collection. We'll explore its fascinating history, the reasons behind its design, the events of its mintage year, and of course, how much it's worth today in different conditions. Let's jump in. Asterisk: to understand the 1974 Kennedy half dollar, we have to go back to 1963. On November 22nd of that year, President John F. Kennedy was tragically assassinated in Dallas, Texas. The shockwave that followed was felt not just in the United States, but around the world. Within hours, there was a movement to honor Kennedy in a permanent way, and the idea to feature him on U.S. coinage was quickly approved. Asterisk: the Franklin half dollar, which had been in circulation since 1948, was retired after only 15 years to make way for the Kennedy design. The U.S. Mint worked rapidly. Engravers Gilroy Roberts and Frank Gasparo finalized the design in just weeks. By early 1964, the Kennedy half dollar was released, and demand was extraordinary. People lined up at banks to get them, and many hoarded the coins as keepsakes, meaning fewer circulated than expected. Asterisk: originally, the coin was 90% silver in 1964, then reduced to 40% silver from 1965 through 1970 due to rising silver prices and hoarding. By 1971, the mint made another major change, switching to a copper-nickel clad composition, the same as today's quarters and dimes. This made the half dollar more practical for circulation, but by then, its use in everyday transactions had already started to decline. People still saw it as a special coin rather than pocket change. Asterisk: now, 1974 was an interesting year in American history. It was the year President Richard Nixon resigned due to the Watergate scandal, and Gerald Ford became president. Inflation was high, gas prices were climbing, and the U.S. Mint continued producing half dollars even though they weren't very popular in circulation. Asterisk: the 1974 Kennedy half dollar was struck at 3 mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S, for proof coins. More than 201 million were produced in total. None contained silver. They were all copper-nickel clad, weighing 11.34 grams and measuring 30.6 millimeters in diameter. On the obverse, you see Gilroy Roberts' portrait of Kennedy. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, features the presidential seal with an eagle holding arrows and an olive branch. Asterisk: the San Francisco Mint's proofs were made specifically for collectors and came in protective packaging, often as part of proof sets. Philadelphia and Denver coins were intended for circulation, but many collectors saved uncirculated examples from bankrolls, which is why nice specimens are still relatively easy to find today. Asterisk: now let's talk about value. For most 1974 Kennedy half dollars found in circulation, the value is their face value, 50 cents. Even lightly circulated coins don't bring much more unless they have an error or are in exceptionally high grade. Asterisk: errors can dramatically raise value. The most famous for 1974 is the double die obverse, DDO, where parts of the lettering and date appear doubled. In MS-63, this error might be worth $40, MS-65 about $200, and MS-66 can climb to $450. Other errors like off-center strikes, broad strikes, and die clashes can also bring anywhere from $20 to several $100 depending on severity. Asterisk: so in short, most 1974 Kennedy half dollars are worth face value unless they're in top mint condition, are proofs, or have rare errors. Still, they're a wonderful piece of history that connects directly back to the legacy of John F. Kennedy and a turbulent period in American history. Keep an eye out. You never know when you might have a gem in your collection. We're diving deep into the 1974 Kennedy half dollar. We'll explore the powerful history behind it, then take a long, close look at condition and grading so you can know exactly what your coin is worth and why. Let's get started. 1964 release, silver changes, Watergate-era context, 1974 mintage details, proof versus circulation strikes, mint marks, total production, and decline of circulation use. Now, when it comes to value, the single biggest factor is condition. The same 1974 Kennedy half dollar can be worth 50 cents or thousands, all depending on its grade. Let's break it down step by step. Circulated grades asterisk: these coins have been used in everyday transactions. You'll see wear on Kennedy's cheek, jawline, and hair. The higher the wear, the lower the grade. About uncirculated, AU ***, these coins have very minimal wear, just slight rubbing on the highest points of the design. They still have some mint luster. Mint state, MS ***, no wear at all from circulation. Any marks are from the minting process or storage, not use. Mint luster is fully intact. Proof coins, PR ***, made for collectors with special dies, producing mirror-like fields and frosted devices. Condition here is judged by clarity and absence of spots or scratches. Hair above the ear ***, one of the first spots to show wear. On high-grade coins, the hairlines are crisp and fully separated. Cheek and jawline ***, where will smooth out Kennedy's cheekbone and soften the jaw. Mint state coins will have sharp definition here. Ear detail ***, in circulated coins, ear lines become flat. In mint state, every curve is distinct. Eagle's breast feathers ***, these are the first to flatten in circulation. A fully detailed breast with visible feather lines is a sign of high grade. Arrows and olive branch *** on worn coins, tips of arrows and leaves blur together. On high grades, each point is sharp. Shield lines *** vertical and horizontal lines inside the shield should be distinct in uncirculated coins. Mint luster ***, this is the original shine from the minting process. Think of it as a fine cartwheel effect when light moves across the coin. If it's gone, the coin has circulated. Eye appeal ***, even if a coin has minor marks, strong eye appeal can raise its value. Look for even color, no dark spots, and minimal distracting nicks. A coin can be uncirculated but still have a weak strike, meaning the details weren't fully pressed into the planchet. Philadelphia coins in 1974 sometimes have softer strikes than Denver coins, so a sharp strike can be more desirable. Handle coins by the edges, never touching the surfaces. Store in acid-free holders or airtight capsules to prevent toning or fingerprints. Keep away from humidity and extreme temperature changes. Proof coins should remain in their original mint packaging if possible for maximum value. Oh, remember, the 1974 Kennedy half dollar's value depends heavily on condition. Learn to spot wear, understand luster, and recognize proof quality, and you'll be well ahead of most collectors. Whether yours is worth 50 cents or thousands, it's a piece of American history worth holding on to. This is Old Charles. If you enjoyed this long deep dive into history and grading, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments which coin you want next.